I have chosen to share with you a few of those experiences of my life. Above all, I am confident that after Wesleyan, you are prepared for your best future if you follow the passion inside your heart and listen to its voice above all others when making the choices ahead of you. And since my heart led me to government service, I also want you to consider that as a choice for yourself. From the time I was a child building cities in the dirt of our South Georgia driveway, through most of high school, I planned to go to Georgia Tech and become an architect. Then my older sister Sharon became a Golden Heart at Wesleyan. In her freshman year, she begrudgingly let her bothersome and nerdy little sister come visit her one weekend. I was hooked. I was shy, naive, and unsure of myself. But even as unsophisticated as I was, I think I sensed immediately that Wesleyan's smaller campus, focus on women, and nurturing environment would provide the right atmosphere and stimulus for me to grow and mature into someone who could thrive in a quickly changing world. Fortunately, I listened to my heart. Wesleyan was a wise choice for me. I became a pirate, my older sister became my big sister, and my journey of discovery began. In addition to providing me with an excellent education, Wesleyan became my safe haven from which I was able to explore life and discover those things that brought me joy. Like a bird learning to fly, I always had a secure nest to return to until I was ready to soar among the clouds and leave for other shores. At Wesleyan, I had a wide variety of friends, some with whom I marched. We marched against the Vietnam War. We marched against poverty. We marched for racial equality and for women's rights. Some with whom I attended Sunday services. Others with whom I wrote poetry, explored the countryside, or listened to Beatles records backwards to hear whether or not Paul was dead. It was the 70s, after all. All of those women accepted me as a friend, even if our priorities were different. And with these women of Wesleyan, I discovered the concept of community, and how much better that community was because of our differences. So much better than it would have been if everyone had been just like me. I was the only student at the time to major in political science, and as such I was allowed a broad, very broad range of educational experiences, including a 3-month stint at the state capitol as a legislative intern. I also did participate, as Ruth said, in a range of activities while I was at Wesleyan, from chairing honor court to editing the newspaper. All of those experiences taught me something. Most of them I enjoyed, and some of them stuck. Each of these experiences helped me follow my heart, discover my calling, and form my future. In fact, the challenge of making equitable judgments regarding honor code violations that balanced the need of the offender and everyone else on campus is a lesson I use every single day as I try to balance a variety of competing legislative priorities. I had always said that I followed Wesleyan with law school because I did not want to get a job yet. Well, there's some truth to that. The real story is that one of the things that stuck with me from all those experiences was the joy I found in serving people in some way. I had thrived during those 3 months in Atlanta my senior year, working with the state legislature to serve the people of Georgia. At the time, it did not occur to me that the internship would lead to a lifelong passion, but it did. I began law school planning to work in legal services for the underprivileged. I ended up in public service with the legislative branch of our nation's government. I am amazed to look back on my life